Okay, and I'll know we're ready because then you'll do the theme music.
Yeah. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Burger.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another I'm Burger podcast. We're here with the usual suspects. We got Mr. Ryan Talmo.
Hey, guys.
Day Carter.
What's up, everyone?
And
I'm still
Johnny
working.
Mark
Still
Owens.
working, Johnny. Johnny's working.
Yeah, doing the sound, sitting down, up, down. He's everywhere.
all of it.
around.
I like
town.
it. Yeah, he's like he's like the guy from Notre Dame, the Hunchback dude.
Rudy?
Yeah,
Not Rudy.
yeah, him too.
Okay.
Such a great film. I
You're
love
just
that.
like-
Yeah, I still cry at that. I don't know. It's
At the end.
yeah,
And they all donated their jerseys.
yeah.
They all wanted. That was just weird. Yeah.
You know, they didn't show it, but the next day the dad died.
At the steel mill?
Killing the older son. He fell off a thing onto
That's
the
Burger
son.
real
Yeah.
movie
It was-
plots.
It was really sad. Hey, you know, a lot of stuff going on. One of the biggest things, though, is this whole UFO thing.
Yeah. The.
wait.
Explain. Well, explain.
UFO or Trident missile, and
Or a
they've
meteor.
proven it's a Trident missile because they showed a picture where it said Trident missile on it, and there is no way that they're going to be able to fake that. I mean, there is no way after the fact. That is like saying that Schumer did steal the joke, and it wasn't in homage to Patrice O'Neill, even though she did it after.
Yeah.
You know, it goes back. It's you know, so they've completely proven that it was a Trident missile
Yeah.
that shot across the sky with no warning. And even though generally the government warns us and says, "Look, we're going to be testing a missile. You're going to see a humongous fucking blue dome shooting through the sky."
Yeah.
When you see this huge dome, don't
Went through
panic.
two
and,
states
yeah.
now. Didn't
Yeah,
it? It went
yeah,
through-
Nevada
it went through
and,
Vegas.
two
We saw it in
states.
Vegas.
Well, did you? Yeah, you guys saw it in Vegas.
Yeah, people were freaking out. I'm like, dude,
And-
that must be a Super Saiyan.
Because I
Yeah,
saw it
yeah.
in East LA that day with a bunch of other
Hey,
people.
made
Mr.
it.
Bronson Jones.
There we
How you
go.
doing? Here, grab a seat right here, sir. Sit on down. That's
Yeah.
all right. You're
We just
welcome
started,
here.
like-
That's all right.
It's the aliens.
It's Hollywood, man. You're early.
Aliens' fault.
What's up, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you.
Good.
We could have used you a few minutes ago. Johnny had to jump up and turn the lights. It was
yeah.
horrible.
It's all right. Make the 5'8" person
yeah,
do
he
it.
looked like a fucking tard jumping up and down like that.
Sure,
So,
looked good.
yeah.
Looked cool.
well, so we jumped in. We were talking about, and I know this is a big thing for you, but the Trident missile that they showed pictures where it said Trident, which again, like I said, there's no way our government could possibly come up with photos that say Trident that look the same-ish or whatever to say it wasn't. But to me, that was some bullshit. Something went on. You wrote something about, by the way, Bronson Jones.
Hey, everybody.
yeah, Venice
Live on
Underground,
YouTube.
one of the greatest shows going in Los Angeles.
Thanks, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, just phenomenal. And so you wrote something about riding your motorcycle.
I bought a motorcycle 2002, 2003. It's on. I bought a motorcycle on the East Coast, rode it back to the West Coast, and I stayed off the freeway as much as possible. I was leaving like Taos, New Mexico, which is an incredible place,
Oh, yeah.
spiritual, you know. And I was on my way to the Grand Canyon. The sun went down. I'm cruising across the country in the dark, and if you've ever ridden a motorcycle at night in the middle of nowhere, it's total sensory deprivation. You feel like you're in the middle of nothing. You feel like you're just flying. You're just praying a coyote doesn't run across the road.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah.
Small rock.
And so I'm in the middle of this 2-lane highway in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden on the horizon, I just start seeing this light lifting, right? And it looks almost like an orb, like it looks like a big bubble with a spotlight at the top of it. And as I'm watching it, and it's getting higher and higher, and it feels like it's maybe 25 miles away. Like I feel like I'm just going to come across it. And I used to work in the film business for a while, so I thought to myself, all right, cool. That's some sort of like a balloon like they have. How big can it be though? It's huge. I'm like, maybe it's a helicopter. I can't really figure out what it is, and I just keep going, and I'm going and going, and all of a sudden I start thinking I'm going crazy, like because I'm in the middle of nowhere, and then I start seeing brake lights on a car that was a mile ahead of me, and you start seeing that they're slowing down, which means they're seeing it. Like we're all kind
Yeah,
of
you get
seeing
someone
this
to
thing,
confer.
right? And I even pulled over for a minute and watched it, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna drive up to this town, figure out what it was." And it just keeps going up, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared. And I was like, "What the fuck was this thing?" And I was in. You can look it up online. It's awesome. It's middle of nowhere, Tuba, Arizona. I will always remember this place. It's in the middle. It's right on the edge of an Indian reservation. And so I pull up to a gas station there, and I go into the gas station, right, and kind of wander around grabbing water or whatever, and then I go to the guy behind the counter, Native American, and I'm like, "Hey man, is there like a military base around here?" He's like, "No, bro." And I'm like, what's going on? Or like, there's got to be something over here. Is it a big airport or something? He goes, no, man, nothing. And I go, I'm telling you what, I just saw the craziest light just lift up into the sky. It's got to be something. I saw this light. And he goes, hey, man, people see a lot of strange things out here in the deserts. And then, I pulled over, got some food, kind of hung out for a while. It was really freaking me out because I'm like, shit, I saw a UFO. That's what that was. And it wasn't until I got back to L.A. like 2 days later, and I get onto Google, and I start Googling. And it turns out at Vandenberg Air Force Base, right on, the Pacific border, or Pacific Ocean, they had launched a Trident missile to test it. And it looked exactly like every one of these photos that I've seen. It's what that bubble you see around the light is that's all the condensation and it's evaporating heat, and it's refracting the light, and so the big white light in the middle is the actual afterburners or whatever, and then it's just lighting all this. So as soon as I saw every photo, I'm like, it's a huge missile that somebody's launched. And since then, I've also watched a space shuttle launch, which looks similar. Like if you
Wow, that really brought me down. Yeah.
No, I mean,
Trust my thoughts on the story.
well,
I like crazy. I saw it 600 miles away because it gets so high in the atmosphere, and they're
Yeah.
launching it over the ocean, so it looks like it's just sitting there. Once you see it, it doesn't seem like it's getting any
that's
higher.
what it
yeah,
looked
and
like. It was just
that
hovering.
was the thing with this one is that it just kind of sat there and then disappeared. And it's like I totally agree that it's the kind of like it's the after the vacuum thing that makes this weird thing in the atmosphere. And you have purple, orange sunsets in LA all the time.
Yeah.
So it's not so crazy to see like this green fire when you launch a giant missile through the sky.
Yeah.
But I still think it's cosmic whales.
Yeah, man.
You know.
I mean, again, yeah, I don't know because I wasn't that deep into this thing, but it just seemed kind of weird, and I think it's weird when they come after the fact to say, oh, well, what it was this, because a lot of times they put it up like, hey, we're testing.
Well,
The thing they did do is they cleared the airspace, and that when they launch those things, it's top secret. Nobody knows it's going to launch until after the fact because it's the government, and they don't really like letting.
To tell us anything?
They don't like
Yeah.
foreign nations knowing, hey, man, we're launching it. It is surreal that they launched it that close to the border, though, from underwater.
Really made that a short
yeah,
story, though.
yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
really brought that story down.
Sorry, dude.
No. I love the truth. I love anything. You know what it is?
aliens
I will
or-
debunk any conspiracy theory. I
That's
don't believe in
my
any
thing.
of them.
I'm always ready. No.
Who
Okay.
shot JFK?
No. If you can do this one
Aliens
for
exist.
me,
Yeah.
then I'll be impressed. Is growing up the book, Three Bears? The family. What was the name?
Is Goldilocks and the Three Bears?
No, the family of bears. They living in the tree.
Oh, Berenstain
Berenstain Bears?
Bear what?
Berenstain?
Stein, right?
Yeah, Steen.
It's not
Maybe
Stein.
Stein.
No,
Berens-
not Stein either.
Was it?
Because for me it was Stein. I'm a Jew.
Yeah.
For everyone else, other people non-Jews, it was Stein.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's Stain. So now watch how this works real quick. So we're to believe that people in the Midwest who thought all of us Jews had horns on our heads and had tails were mispronouncing Stain to be Steen or Stein when they hate Jews to begin with, so they're not going to take the Jewish sound to the word Stain. They would say Stain. My 14-year-old, 15-year-old now, and 12-year-old both say Steen, Berenstain Bears.
Yeah.
My 5-year-old says Stain.
That's
the
not a
book- no, wait,
conspiracy.
watch,
That's
watch,
just
wait.
racism.
Not yet. No. That's where I started with it.
Okay.
Okay. That I laughed and I said, so what? They changed the name of the book to because of anti-Semitism or something? And the guy who told me, he's like, no. Basically, what happened is they've altered timelines. When you follow it, when you alter timelines, you have the butterfly trickle down effect, however it works. So if you change certain things, other things change. One of the effects was, because if you go look at your book as a kid, and Matt Devlin was on a show when we first did this,
Yeah.
freaked out by it because he called his mom. Because he's like, no way, it's Stein. Everyone knows it. I know it 100%. But it's Stain. So either my 5-year-old is the only literate person out of all of us, or something did happen. But if you go get the book you owned as a kid, it's going to be Stain. Although we all know it was Stein. So what happened is somebody can alter timelines. They did this. This is one of the effects. Now, this is just one of many. Mandela, there's tens of thousands of South Africans who swear they were at his funeral. In the 80s, he died in jail. We didn't have the internet like we do now, so it didn't go viral. But the story's always been there, that this dude died in the 80s. People were at his funeral.
Yeah.
But if someone can alter timelines, then the altering happened, blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm with you on debunking. So, homework is debunk this one, because if you can, I'll be super impressed, because I have tried for the last, how long now?
Yeah, 2 years.
That
So
I've been
wait,
trying to debunk this.
To debunk it, what do you think? You're saying they actually changed the spelling of the name?
Never changed it. It was always Staan, apparently.
If you had books when you were growing up of Berenstein Bears, I call it Berenstein. 'Cause
I think it's an E. I think it's Baron too, isn't it? Berenstein.
Yeah.
Berenstein.
Berenstein,
Berenstein.
Let's Google it.
Yeah.
But there is it says Stain now because my mom
now.
still has my books.
The
Yeah.
kid's book that's 40 years old says Stain. So what it is, what I'm saying is, what they can't do, if you can alter a timeline, what you can't do is change people's subconscious. So if something's so deep in people's subconscious, like going to Mandela's funeral, or for us growing up being read this stupid fucking book every night, that they couldn't change it. So as soon as we saw it at the change, which was about 12 years ago now, when change happened, a lot of people went, wait, what the fuck? Why did they change the name? And then it got on the internet and went viral. As like, hey, no, we all remember like hundreds and thousands of people, millions of people hitting this and going, no, we know it was Steen.
So you're saying the actual spelling is Stain, like
Yes.
S-T-A-I-N.
Yes. And me and you have mispronounced
Well,
it
here's-
all these years.
All right. Well, here's the thing. Is
Yeah.
I will say that what it is the altering the timeline is people getting more and more literate, but
No.
basically our parents read it to us. We didn't
PC
read
friendly,
it. You know,
too.
like we
My oldest daughter's a 4.5. She's literate.
bro.
She says
no.
Steen.
But what I'm saying is that's probably how because you probably read it to her as a child, so she has whatever audio you've given her.
But I've read
So-
the book. Like, I mean, that means my parents, me, her, all of us have mispronounced this name. You,
Yeah.
your mom, if you ask her, all these people, hey, Alex, how you doing? Jump on in. All these people have
take it.
forever mispronounced his name, or something did happen, and that is how it would work. But like I say, look into it. And I only said it because I'm the same way. I like to debunk everything if I can. This is the first thing I've not been able to debunk, and it just shows constantly that this happened, and
Right.
it's crazy, But we've done stories on it, but that's why I say because I'm the same way about conspiracies. I think so many stupid ass ones out there. Everybody did this. Elvis is still alive. Okay, great, but it's like, but some things really do fucking happen, and this might be one of them, and it's really thrown me.
But the conspiracies overall, the biggest conspiracy in America is who shot JFK.
Yeah, I mean, and there's so many different theories, and and that's what I mean with that. There's so many theories, and so many of them are plausible, even the ones that debunk it.
Yeah, we
Well,
started
yeah.
there.
Well,
UFO.
If you're
Cosmic
excited about the
whale.
missile,
I just wrote it by explaining that I saw the same thing like
He debunked it,
about
though.
fucking 10 years ago and
my
debunked it.
Sorry, I'm late, guys. My ride on the way here was telling me he saw it on like the 110.
yeah.
And it was like coned, so I was watching a video of it on the way here because I knew it was like
Mm-hmm.
on the dot.
Well, what do you
for us
think,
to-
missile or
It's
UFO?
a fucking missile.
Okay, thank you. She's so much smarter
Well,
than us.
the-
That's why we have her on the show.
The other thing is my friend in Florida, he works in aviation, and he said you should keep watching the sky over the next couple days because they still have they cleared airspace. It's called a temporary military zone,
Yeah.
and the airspace is still clear. They cleared it for an entire week, so they might launch another one. And also the night before, do you remember the night before everybody was seeing all these weird
Yeah.
lights
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
sky? That was
Yeah.
probably them just like putting
Checking.
weather balloons and other shit up there to kind of do testing.
What I want to know is what's the point of this missile? They said it was a ballistic
Right.
missile, so is it meant to like
Blow us up,
shoot
probably.
down other
Yeah.
missiles that are aimed towards us? I mean, is this like a preemptive, like kind of preventative measure for Iran having a nuclear arsenal? Like, what
Well,
is
you're
the
gonna do
point
something
of
about that knee. That is
Oh,
huge.
shit,
No,
sorry.
sorry, I just realized my face was
I
gone.
do it all the time.
Yeah, there you go. That's even that I don't mind.
So,
Yeah,
I do that all the
no,
time.
that I'm fine with. It was just
Fuck
when
that
it's blocking
beam.
my face. I was like, whoa.
I said like a chick, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dudes, that's
Yeah, nice.
Right?
You need the man spread over
But
there.
yeah, so
Your
you
balls
explain
are
the
just dying.
explain the missile thing
Thanks.
to us.
Thanks.
But now, okay, so you know, one of the other things we want to talk about, though, most of us, I don't know, I got free utilities, so like I run my water and then come home later and turn it off. Like I could fucking care, you know.
Like a wet
And
bandit.
all these people who want to conserve can eat my asshole. You know what? Fuck you. And all this shit. And good for them. Good serve. I don't know. Do what you want. But my thing is though, the Department of Water and Power is literally one of the biggest mafias left in the world, and it has extorted LA for this whole time to pay so much to garner us. I remember the first water shortages when we were being timed as to when we could water our lawns and all this other stuff. And all this crap, and it goes up and down. It's like fuel shortages. Even though there's the amount of fuel there is, that's it. But we have shortages because of production and this and that. Good God, can I bum one of those off you? Oh, you rule. I forgot to get... Oh, you're great. That's right. 5. No, I'm joking. You didn't know. It was like, well, I didn't even remember.
keeps counting. He's
Actually.
like, I gotta
He's
I
not
love
keeping
those
track,
lighters.
but it was 5.
I love those lighters. You know, I had one of those. I always forget the fluid because I have so much ADD. But the coolest people have one of those. You know, that's like committed smoking.
I'm a classy lady, man.
Yeah, that's like when you're like, look, I don't plan on quitting. Like,
No,
I
exactly.
might at some point, but it's not going to be in the next
Or,
3
once
years.
You,
Yeah.
Then once you upgrade to a cigarette case too, it's like nah.
Oh no, then you're in.
Yeah.
Cigarette case.
Yeah, you're in right to the oxygen tank. Yeah.
You're in for life.
Yeah, you can have an oxygen tank with like it'll be fucking glittered.
Cigarette
You
cases
know, yeah.
don't hold enough cigarettes, so there's no point in it for me.
No, they're 20.
I smoke a lot.
You smoke? Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, Mom, don't watch this.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Department of water and power,
Yeah.
it's like I have an interesting living situation. I live in an apartment underneath a house, so it's private residence, and my landlord, occupies the house above me. So, and then there's a studio on top of that below me. Where
Oh, okay.
another occupant. So the Department of Water and Power is like up his ass because our usage, our power and water usage in that one house is like well exceeds their like limit. I don't know.
Yeah.
If they have like a limit, so they like send him letters and shit, and he has to extend them like, look, I got like this is not a one family home. I have like
3 people.
Are they illegal units? Are they
they're
are they
legal
legal
units,
units?
yeah. He's like with the
Permits and everything.
renters.
Yeah.
Like
But you know what it is though? Right now in Orange County, they're finding people for not using enough water.
Not using enough.
Yeah, they're taxing
Wow,
them. They're
seriously?
giving them a surcharge.
OC. Yeah.
It's like a $300 surcharge in some of the cases for conserving water, because they're saying it's affecting them financially. So they have to do this to stay afloat, and that's what I mean. And they get away with it. In Garcetti, the mayor.
It's kind of
Who,
hypocritical.
you know what? And this is the thing. A lot of people say like, "Oh, Garcetti's a rich kid piece of shit." I'm one of them. I mean, he's a rich kid piece of shit. You know, I mean, this is a motherfucker. His whole family's all connected in the city, and and he wasn't ever gonna do garbage. I mean, we went from a heroin addict to a trust fund kid, and it's like this motherfucker has got the Department of Water and Power. He's like up their ass.
Dude, you have a trust fund. Why stop doing drugs?
God damn it! I hate people who do stuff and they have trust funds. Stay the fuck out of everything, especially sports and entertainment. And my simple feeling is because that's poor people's only fucking hope. That's the middle class's only way of ever expressing themselves. You can buy a theater
Yeah.
and do shows every day. You have endless days. You have 24/7 to hang out. Save a kid. Do something,
Yeah.
But fucking stay out. Oh my god. Yeah. But so he does everything they want, and people are getting fucked big time, and it's about to hit LA, and so people are going to be fined for conserving or fined if they don't.
Got it.
Fine.
Is it conservation them saying, look, we just need a specific amount of money from every household, like we need a minimum amount of money to basically pay the bills?
To be excessively over budget because
Yeah.
they have such a huge backlog of money in different trusts that's being audited right now because of misuse. And forever they were keeping the city out of their books. They wouldn't let the city look at their books to see where this money was going or what it was being used for. And so basically people were just getting the money as stipends and bullshit stuff and not doing anything with the money. And Garcetti, Villaraigosa, Jesus Christ, I mean, that guy didn't give a fuck if you were giving him money. I mean, you could have burnt down the city. People and all, if you'd have given them like $5,000.
They got to remake Chinatown because it's happening all over
Yeah,
again.
that's what people don't get.
Yeah, I was just down Chinatown this morning.
Not that Chinatown.
Oh.
Just the movie.
Where else am I gonna get my pet turtles?
Well,
Yeah.
On the street in downtown,
Mulholland, yeah.
apparently.
But see,
Yeah.
that's the thing is we have
Wait,
all
where
these
from?
rules.
Chinatown, man, they got tons of
Yeah,
turtles.
they sell
Not
pet
that
turtles.
Chinatown.
Those poor little
Yeah, but they got
turtles.
salmonella and you die when
I
you
see.
Yeah.
That's a terrible Chinatown,
Yeah.
anyways. LA's
Yeah,
Chinatown's not
They
a
sell
Chinatown.
poisoned pets, basically. It's
Oh, I had to
horrible.
catch the bus
But
down
see,
there.
this
It
is the
was
thing,
weird.
though. You know what it is? If me or Day Carter, let's just say using black and white in that sense, set up some makeshift fucking business, it would be shut down in 15 seconds.
It would.
But the Wong family can do a fucking pet store with exotic animals that, like, they have a fucking panda for sale, and that's fine. The fucking Melendezes can have a fucking taco stand that's made of fucking chia pet wood.
Well,
and
that's the argument.
there's no permit, but
Wait.
that's fine. And now people are allowed to
Same.
sell on the street.
No, I just disagree, man. I ran a business for like 9 months that was completely illegal. I do all sorts of shit like that. And it's like, well, I'm just saying, you've got to be able to commit. You got to commit. You got to commit to the hustle. Like, you can do it. I mean, how long do people sell drugs without getting busted? Like,
But that,
you know,
it's different from a business owner
Yeah,
to
the
a
cops
person
aren't going to
that's
drive by you 10 times.
a pet store.
They're going to drive
I
by
think
and see you. If they,
they-
figure out your business is bullshit, they're shut.
the cops don't give a shit about a business. If you have your door open and you look like a business, they care less about you than if you're
But there's
in an apartment complex and you got 15 people running in and out every hour.
Go to dinner
You
at
know.
someone's house. But I'd need reservations, and there'd be a table, and I'd be served, and there'd be a check at the end.
Yeah.
And there's businesses all over the fucking place, little Mexican restaurants that are people's houses.
Well, no, and I mean, I have hipster friends who do that kind of thing. You know, they do dinner parties.
all have trust
I have tons.
Friends, that's-
Yeah, I know. That's even. No,
I
but
didn't know.
no, like
around because it's ironic.
Yeah,
There's-
yeah.
I love that. No, there's like I have friends who are chefs and they'll do a private dinner and charge people
That's
50
different. That's completely
50
different.
bucks to come to dinner.
Called a pop-up.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
A person.
I mean, I'm talking 7 days a week. This place got a phone number and a card.
And
You
a
know,
Yelp
but no
ad.
permit. Yeah.
That's what I did.
San Diego.
I
You
mean,
know who's bringing you the bread? A 4-year-old. He's running over in a diaper with a basket of bread.
But that's-
Where is this place?
all over LA. They got these little houses.
Are they good?
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. God damn it, they are so good.
Then what are you bitching about?
I don't know, because I can't do it. If I started doing a Jewish deli out of my fucking apartment, they'd shut me down tomorrow.
you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised,
I don't
Burger.
like you. So.
I give Tara
My neighbors don't like me?
readings,
Oh,
private
I'm like, wait, I don't
Tara
even have
readings,
neighbors right
donation
now.
basis
No one even lives next to me. Yeah, no one even lives next to me. It's nice. The guy below me is a serial killer.
Yeah.
You live in Hollywood, man. Come on. I
The
mean,
Oh, you know
girl
what I think
that
is
lives
funnier? I
below me
whispered
gets
it.
fucked a lot, really loud at night, and it's disgusting.
The what?
The girl below me gets fucked like all the time.
good for her.
I mean, I am too, but like I'm not. I don't know. It just.
Can,
it just
can I come over and hang out
permeates through the entire
sometime? I'm just gonna meet
house.
this chick.
And like everyone can hear because she's the lowest unit, and so it just it's like heat.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the sound
That's-
rises.
It's like
she
my
hot?
neighbor.
oh God.
Wouldn't it be
Oh
funny
God.
if the guy above you thought it was you and you were lying
And
about
that's
being a
what
lesbian?
I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. Like I'm like,
She's
like, this
fucking
makes
dudes.
me
She
look
just
bad.
doesn't want to fuck me. She's not a lesbian.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
My girlfriend and I were laying in bed the other night. We were just like, ew. And she was like, that's disgusting. And I was like, yeah, man, like man groans and shit.
Yeah,
Bad.
man
I-
groans are
I
pretty
bet
good.
you the guy's like listening. The guy who's
I was
renting
like,
out to
babe,
you
that's
guys.
me.
He's just listening. He's like, ah, yes.
I'm a perv, man.
Keep
I'll
it
tell you
going.
this: like for me to hear someone fucking, I dig it, and to see a free nipple. Like I don't care if it's 90-year-old
There was
nipple.
one time when I was
Free
living
nipple,
in
any of
Arizona, I was living in an apartment in Arizona and like shared a wall with like my neighbors, and I was like watching porn one night and had the volume like up, but like not like audible. But then they started fucking next to me, and it was like, oh yeah, shit. And I was like, fuck this, I'm turning the volume down on my porn. I'm just gonna, and I like listened to that. She's like, oh, I'm coming. And I was like banging on the wall, like, me too.
You know, it would have been great if it was like that record where you play it to the Wizard of Oz and it just fits. It's just them yelling.
What if they were just annoyed with you and they put on porn in their room to annoy you? And
That would be
you guys are
hysterical.
just trying to out porn each other.
They're just sitting there eating dinner. They got fucking X videos or whatever it is.
Xvideos.com.
X-
Yeah, we all know it. Yeah.
Chipbox
I-
videos
yeah.
or just X videos?
I just like it.
It's
'cause I do-
xvideos.com.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Xvideos.com.
Like everything's on there.
Really?
yeah, I always do black.
No.
Still into porn.
I'm with I'm with Ryan.
Yeah.
Because I always
Totally.
think when my
It's
wife.
safe.
Well, my
Yes.
thing is when my wife checks my porn, it pretty much I always think if it's like a kind of a thin black woman, I'm okay, because she'll be like, okay, at least he's thinking about me. If I have other races of women, then it might, that might piss her off.
Like fat white women and you're in
Shit like
trouble.
that, yeah.
Like,
So you know,
like,
pregnant women porn.
Oh,
yes,
And there's also
Yeah.
lactating women.
yes, that's
That's a thing,
another
too.
thing.
yeah. I used to be into thick women, and by thick I meant like they were like 120 pounds, like that kind. And yeah, I like anorexic. I thought Carpenter was fucking hot as shit. I thought she was a little fat,
right
little
there at
fat.
the end, right there at the end, right?
Yeah, little fat,
Did you
but
like Susan Day? Did you think Susan
oh,
Day?
oh
was-
God, I did. Yeah, but no, I've always liked like really thin women.
Yeah,
I
me
don't know,
too.
with small boobs.
Me too.
Yeah,
I'm giant. I like them tiny. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
yeah. See,
Like petite women or like?
Well, my size
Tiny,
never
tiny,
mattered
tiny.
to me.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
tiny, tiny.
Yeah,
Wow.
size never mattered to me with like height or height.
Dude,
and
I
stuff.
feel like size matters to me more than it does to you guys. 'Cause, like, I mean, I'm kind of tall for a girl. I'm like above average slightly.
How tall are you?
5'8".
Yeah.
But I've always dated girls that were like 5'4" and below.
Really?
5'2",
Sure, wow.
and then Sam, she's like 4'11".
You're like they're right
That's
there. No.
My girlfriend. Now, I
4'11".
told you about my girlfriend. She's a physiological anomaly. She's 4'11", but she's got D's and a booty.
Wow.
She falls
insane.
over in different directions
But weighs like
constantly.
92
She's-
pounds.
yeah,
It's so hot.
that's
92 pounds.
And 4'11". Yeah, like,
Well, that doesn't.
that's like the coolest shelving unit at IKEA. That's literally
it fits under a counter, right? And like,
That's too cool.
Slider right there, yeah.
That's
But I hear you, man. Like, you're giant. You like them really tiny. It's like emasculating, right?
It just makes it. I don't know. It's just fun.
see it.
really.
See, I like.
I
I
did
like.
date, I'm 6'7" right, and I dated a chick for a couple times. She was 6'5". I just did it just because it amused me. And we'd go out, and she put on like 3-inch heels, so she'd be 6'8".
That's
And
a
it was actually
stereotype.
really funny. I was doing a gig at John Lovett's club back when it was in the, back when it existed, and we were walking from the
Yeah.
from the car through Universal City Walk, and you should have just seen people because we were both like proportional. Like you can't tell how big either of us are until you're up like right on us.
Yeah.
And it was so funny watching everybody in there because everybody in there is so fucking tiny. You know, it's just like it's all Mexican guys. Everybody's small, and all of a sudden they'd be on us and be like, "Oh, you know," just all kinds of.
Oh,
fucking,
yeah.
Whoa, giant.
Oh yeah.
6'5" woman.
Well, my wife's 6 foot, and everyone people just look all the time, you know. And I just think it's funny because I don't know, like I said, she's the same way proportionate though. But that's the thing, you don't look gigantic. You look like a normal dude sitting down, and it's funny. I never realized how tall you were until I actually stood right next to you. And I thought, holy fuck, this monster.
Wait, who are you again?
Brown.
Yeah.
I'm a dream.
Yeah.
But it was like,
Wow.
holy shit, this motherfucker is tall. That must be hell for you guys.
I
You're
can't wait
shorter
till
than
the
me.
shows
Well,
are
no,
stand
I
up.
love fat women, like giant women.
You like,
Sometimes,
Yeah, oh, Talmo too.
sometimes, like huge
No,
asses,
when I'm
like.
really drunk at
Yeah,
a bar
Tom
show,
Hanks.
then I start talking to the fattest girl.
Well, no, it's
and
like if you want to work out or not, you know, like it's like,
Pickup line is I eat ass, isn't it? Tell them.
you know, I eat
no,
giant
actually,
ass.
that-
There's this
Giant
idea.
ass.
on stage I say it, and then I usually get the bartender's attention, and then she fucking makes me buy all her drinks for her.
That was the best. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Up in Vegas, man, he was hitting on the bartender, and
Yeah,
at the
adrenaline.
end, she
Yeah.
gave him a bill for
Becca.
both their drinks.
Dude,
Yeah.
you know what her boyfriend looks
Charged
like,
his
right?
card,
No.
whole thing, yeah.
The best.
Shaved
Her
head,
boyfriend,
tattoos.
no,
People
like a
think
6'7"
that, yeah.
black dude. He looks
Oh.
like he's from the NBA.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
She set me up.
Yeah. You know what's funny though? You know what's funny is she actually stored part of those drinks in her cheek and spit them into his mouth.
Probably.
Yeah. It was.
Drink a lot of Fireball.
I don't. You know what?
God.
I had a girl one time. Like, well, I've had girls. I guess I have. I don't remember, but I remember the one time it was on Sunset Boulevard, and my buddy, this girl he was hitting on, she's like, "Hey, can you buy me a drink?" He's like, "Yeah, whatever you want," you know. And her friend goes, "Hey, can you buy me a drink?" I go, "Hey, fuck you."
Hey, fuck you.
And she's like, "What?" I go, "Why would I fucking buy you a drink? Buy your own motherfucking drink. I'm not hitting on you." Like, I mean, I would have had sex with her, but I'd have had sex with my hand or anyone else in there too. But I've never been one of these people who will ever buy a mother. I mean, like, I have never understood that. Like, I won't share a cracker with you unless we're that tight. And like these guys that do that shit, they'll buy women, buy them this, buy them that, and they play them, you know. And I see, you know, guys in comedy even, a lot of girls will be like, "Oh," and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, let me get you a drink," and this and that.
Oh, it's kind of cute though.
No.
It's kind of cute to see it. I mean, at Universal
yeah.
Bar and Grill a few
Play it
weeks
off
ago
on
when I was
Bro.
running a show, one of the comics that was actually crushing on our comic. He bought her a bunch of drinks.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
No.
But he was shit faced, and then he
And she
fell
was
asleep in his
hammered.
car, and she was hammered,
Yeah.
and she left.
Yeah.
So nothing
That
happened.
sounds like a Universal Bar and Girls kind of story.
Yes.
That's every third person. Yeah, but no, you know, it's. I think the saddest thing is in that sense that one, what people don't get when they're doing that, man or woman, you're prostituting yourself. You're putting out even a suggestion that this could happen if you buy me this. But to me, the other thing is, just we can all have our own money. You know, like bring your own money.
Yeah, but have you ever had drinks bought for you? Like, you ever been to a gay bar and flirted it up?
I did.
It's fucking great. I mean, it's like,
yeah, no, I've had
and you loved it. Come on, let's just be honest. You
People buy
loved
drinks all the
it.
I'm
time.
feeling bad
Honestly,
now. 'cause
if
I've
you
had
could
girls
live
buy
your-
me drinks in Vegas after I do a show.
Yeah.
Well, we're not all Day Carter.
If you could live your life without paying for shit, wouldn't you do it?
Yeah.
No.
Dude, when
You know
I
why?
No, I'll tell you
back
why,
when
yeah.
I drank, man, and I like ran out of money and couldn't go get my own booze and like drink in my house like I prefer.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, guess I gotta get dolled up and go out to the bar.
Boom,
you know?
there you go.
Like,
Talking
Well,
about.
see, no, and I'll tell you
and
why.
I'm gay, and I would be openly gay with guys who are like, oh, no,
Oh, it
I'm
makes it
lesbian. That
But I'll
girl's
take the
hot,
drink.
we're
Yeah,
banging that
I'll be your
girl.
wingman.
That makes it so
Yeah,
much
and then I
higher.
would get drinks bought for me that way.
Well, see, but there's always a cost I found in life when people are buying you anything. Like I had a girl take me to Hawaii, but then she was thinking we were dating, and it became a huge problem. Had a girl give me a down for a Harley. I had a 2000 mile old Harley. I had.
Yeah.
Girl gave me a down and signed on it. But it was, and then
You just thought that was something a buddy does?
No, we were fucking. I was fine with that.
Right.
And I was very straightforward. I go, look, I'm never going to be with you. I don't like people like you. Like, she had a bunch of money. She came from money. She thought her money meant something. Like, she legit, we were going to Hawaii. She was taking me to Hawaii. And some fucking dude was a dick and blah, blah, blah. And I called him on it because he was talking Spanish. He was a waiter that ignored us. It wasn't a big deal, but then her line was, I can buy and sell you. And I thought, go kill yourself, cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, go fucking, this isn't the point here. He's a douchebag for what he said. He got caught. But your money isn't in the argument. It doesn't change anything. And when people think that, it bothers me. So I was very straightforward with every girl. Like, I mean, I dated a few comics that would get me shit at a time when I was going through the payroll crisis. That would let me stay with them, for like a couple months and stuff, and buy me stuff, buy my kids stuff. But I was always real straightforward with them. Like, there's no owing you anything.
Are
know?
these
Yeah, I
people
like-
available right now?
Right?
I like those basic bitches at bars that are like, excuse me, will you buy me a drink? And the guy's
Oh my
like,
God.
yeah, sure. And she's like, okay, will you buy me 2? And he's like, okay. And then she's like, thank you. Gives it to like her husband and shit.
Yeah.
Like, fucking
Oh
walks
my
off.
god.
Like,
I
oh,
dated
yeah.
a chick like that. She's that shit. I'm like, really?
That's a UBG thing too. I
And
see.
she would
Yeah.
get you a free
Yeah.
drink too.
Yeah, she would give me a bunch, and then I'm like, okay. And she would always go to the worst dudes to do that shit too. I'm like, that guy has a gun.
You're like, he might
It's
fuck
okay.
me.
It's like, he might shoot me.
Or fuck you.
But
Dude, I caught a pipe
Thanks,
to the
bye,
face years
and
ago
then
for
they
some
never
shit
talk
like
to
that,
you.
dude.
They don't even have a conversation on that. If you fall for that shit, shame on you. That girl is like pretty straightforward. She's not prostituting herself. She's just straight up like, well, you get me and my friend a drink. We're not going to talk to you. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.
Yeah.
And the dude's like, huh, awesome. Like, I don't know.
Because
what the
they're
hell.
idiots, though.
But yeah,
And,
there's so many guys that don't know how to communicate with girls. They don't know how to communicate. They'll dress up, they'll look the way they look, but they don't know how to communicate with a woman until they buy a drink, and then they feel like that's the best thing ever. It's almost
Well, because they
like a
feel
hug.
the need for
It's almost
ownership.
like a first
Yeah,
kiss.
yeah,
They feel the need for ownership. They really buy into the white male patriarchy,
Yeah.
and they do believe that they own women. Like,
Why are only white guys doing this, Johnny?
I can't say that
It's an-
without the
it's
whole
an Asian
word.
thing too. Trust me.
Yeah, see, Bronson's single, and you date. Yeah, and but it's like, but see, that's the thing is, do you tell your age? I don't know. Some people
Yeah, I'm 45.
Oh, shit.
Old guys.
March, April, May, I was talking about every single day. I did a countdown 45 days to my 45th birthday.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's out there.
Well, no, see, I always look at people that are like, oh, I don't say. I love every year I lived, and so I dig my age, but that's the thing. And so dating at your age, though, don't you find like, look, I'm not gonna play.
Oh, I don't date people my
Yeah.
age. That's
Oh
gross.
no, I didn't say
Yeah.
that. My wife's 18 years younger than me.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'm not an idiot. Yeah, this is a second marriage. I mean, you know what a fucking moron I'd look like if I was dating someone my age?
You lost a lot of my respect with
Yeah.
the whole I wasn't going to take the free money from this bitch for these trips.
No,
But
I
you
took
got
the
it back
money.
with the 18-year
Yeah,
difference.
No, I took the trips. I took the trips and the money. I just did it under the guise of I am never gonna fucking be with you. I would never be with someone like you.
Yeah.
Well, this bitch bought my daughter a $250 Jake bracelet. She was 5 years old. I said, you're an idiot. She'll break it in a week.
Yeah,
She
man,
did.
I dated a girl that got me a laptop, a Tiffany's bracelet, and then my dog, who I still have. I love my dog. And then I broke up with her like 2 weeks later.
Nice.
All right.
The
Wow.
dick on Alex.
No, I mean,
You should see it.
Seriously.
She was tapped out at that point.
Yeah, I think the dog. I think the dog was the last. The puppy was the last ditch effort of like me not breaking up with her. And I still did it. I still broke up with her 2 weeks later.
Yeah, Alex has the same wave thought as like the rest of us.
Well,
We're
because
just
like
all
I don't have any
disgusting.
respect for people that are trying to buy me either.
No.
Like, I
Yeah,
didn't really
yeah.
like her that much. We've
Yeah.
only been dating 4 months. I was like, you want to blow your money? She took me to Vegas on like, well, she had a business trip, but like brought me with her.
There you go.
And I was like, all right. I mean, if you want to blow your money on me because you have it, and you got something to prove to me or yourself, fine.
I'm
go
in.
ahead. I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
gonna,
yeah.
like stay with you.
Yeah.
You're a fucking asshole.
But you're not going to talk shit to me. And see, that was the thing. The one I had one girl who took us to Mexico wanted to get all shit talking about how I'm with her, and this. And I said, you know what? Go fucking die, bitch. I was with my brother because she wanted me to go to Mexico with her. I said, my brother's in town. I can't. She goes, oh, bring him. Got this like bitchin' ass hotel, whole thing. This bitch tries to get me in trouble with the cops because I was just like, nah, fuck you, bitch. Don't talk to me and all this shit. So she was trying to get me kicked out the room, all this stuff, except I speak Spanish. So then so what she was saying about me, so I showed the guy my teaching ID, that I'm a school teacher, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no, don't even worry about it. The guy got me a hotel room across the street from me and my brother. But beforehand, she had given me like $500 to hold because she didn't want me to be embarrassed. Well, she didn't want me to be embarrassed in front of my brother if she was paying for everything. And I'm like, oh, that's really nice. And I told my brother, dude, this bitch just gave me $500 to hold so I wouldn't be embarrassed. He's like, no shit. I'm
Dude,
like,
Do you
yeah.
want to know what happened? Okay, so she gives me this puppy. I break up with her like a week or two later, and then like a week goes by, and she comes. She's like, "Can I come by?" And I'm like, "All right, yeah." She like always had a shit ton of weed. I was like, "Yeah, come by. We'll smoke. We'll talk. Whatever. Talk about why it didn't work. Blah blah blah." So then she's like, "Give me the laptop back," and I was like, "Fuck no."
Yeah, no.
She was like, all right, give me the Tiffany bracelets back. I was like, no, I'm gonna fucking sell that shit because I fucking hate bracelets. Oh, I love bracelets, but like I hate nice bracelets and like nice jewelry and shit. I'm not that kind of girl. I was like, no.
Yeah.
She's like, give me the dog back, and I was like, get the fuck out of my
Right?
place.
Go die.
She goes up to the door. The puppy. Oh god, I gotta show you a picture of my dog. The puppy walks up to the door with her because she's totally innocent. Nothing bad's ever happened to her. She's like, oh, we're gonna go on a walk. Bitch, fucking kneels down, scoops the puppy up, starts walking out the door with her. And I was like, no. I wound up having to call the cops on this bitch. And then the cop, she basically extorted me. She was like, give me all your money. Because the dog was like a pedigree dog and cost like almost $1,000. And I had like just Shetland sheepdog.
Oh, wow.
Great dog. And I had just gotten my tax return. I had all my rent
You
lined
farm?
up for the next month. Huh?
You farm?
Do I farm?
She lives in an apartment, dude.
Oh, she had a sheepdog, man. I don't know. Go on.
This was back in Baltimore. So I was like, I called the cops, and I was like, look, man, she's like trying to take my property and then wants me to give me money. And she was extorting me, and I was like, you can't do it. Like, I could walk up to my place right now and prove that this dog is mine because I had like vet paperwork and stuff. And I was like, you know, it's like her coming into my place and trying to take a TV and then be like, all right, well, give me $400 and I'll give it back to you. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And but I was scared to leave because I was scared they would let her walk away with the dog, the cops. So I was like, look, there is an ATM right across the street. I will run. I'm like, I was a fucking college athlete. I sprinted over there so quick, kept my eye on them the whole time, got like all my money out. I gave her like $800 in cash, and she's counting it there, right? While I'm picking up the dog, and she throws $200 or $300 back in my face, and then walks away with like the remainder. And I was like, you fucking bitch. That's what they do.
Yeah, well, no, that's the thing. I had a girl call the cops on me, and you know what the greatest thing was? I did not for anything violent. I've never hit a woman. Well, actually, my ex, I pulled her hair. But it was a lot
It was
of
for
those.
fun.
No, there's a big thing in that, but yeah. But I'm just, I have to be honest. But I had a girl call the cops, and I don't know how long you've been doing comedy.
I've been taking it seriously 8 years.
So do you remember the guy Steve who was a cop? He would be at Canoga Bowl a lot, things like that. Okay, well, he wasn't super funny, but the nicest guy, and he was LAPD. So this bitch calls the cops, thinking she's a girl, I'm a guy, she's gonna be able to make it, you know. This motherfucker shows up. Shit. I'm just laughing because she stole all my shit out of my car when I was at work.
Yeah.
Because I had it in my Bronco because we got in a big thing because of Jen Murphy.
Because
I
it's
love
a-
Jen Murphy.
Yeah, no, me too. Jen Murphy wrote a thing like we were messing around one night and then I went back home and I was living with this girl but I was always honest with everyone. And so then Jen Murphy just wrote a thing saying like, "Oh, go back to your sugar mama." And the girl went on my MySpace, I should say, and read it.
Going back.
And yeah,
Back
yeah,
in the
so-
day.
Yeah.
Went on my MySpace and read it, and then flips out and all this shit. And so I'm just like, "Fuck you!" And I packed my shit into my Bronco.
Like she's not realizing comedians just say bullshit stuff to each other all the time.
Yeah, well, it wasn't even that because she was just like trying to. I go, "Hey, go fuck yourself!" Like I'm not gonna explain anything. I'm not with you.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to. They're like, "Fuck you." And so I was getting my shit but you know, she had bought me a ton of Abercrombie stuff and all these different colognes. And
Abercrombie. And
I love
fucking
Abercrombie.
MySpace.
I
Nice.
love
Yeah.
Abercrombie.
When was
I,
this?
you know what?
2000. Where to God?
Abercrombie
3?
is a fucking term from back in like the
Yeah.
30s. Like, don't be such an Abercrombie. Do you know what I mean?
It is. It's been around since the
Don't be such a
30s.
know-it-all.
Really?
But yeah, but you know what?
Don't be such an
But you know what it
Abercrombie,
is though? Their sweater, their pullovers, and their fucking long sleeves are bomb as shit. There's nothing else there I could wear without.
you sponsored by-
Okay, P
No, no,
Diddy.
Hey, it's just like when you
nothing,
wore that.
there's nothing in the whole place other than that I could even think of wearing.
Well, isn't
When you wore
Those
Abercrombie?
hoodies are
Yeah,
bomb.
sponsored by Ross.
Garble ouch.
Abercrombie was
I love
originally
Ross.
like
Ross
it
and
was
Marshall.
it was hunting
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, it was a
back in the
hunting
day.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, and now it's
Rack,
all about
rack.
like
The
That's
rack.
what I mean. Their pants are ripped and they're
Child
fairy and all this
pornography.
stuff, and it's like I hate them. But they're the pullovers with the hoods and the fucking long sleeve shirts they got are the greatest fucking material and the
It
best
smells
quality
terrible in there.
ever.
You
I like
just
how
go
you
in for the
transitioned.
models.
It
I
smells
go in there
terrible.
just to look at the dudes. I don't care.
I did used
But
to
I
love
stay
getting
for the
those
hoodies.
Abercrombie bags. I would go there.
Those
and
are
get,
great,
like, one or two
too.
things, and I love those bags, man, with the models.
You don't get those at Ross.
No, they give you like a plastic
get-
bag.
Well, you
Plastic
might
shitty
actually at
bag.
Ross. You might get them if they got a left.
Yeah, if they ever carry
mismatched badge from
Abercrombie.
Abercrombie.
It's
Never.
dress for less.
Dude, I
It's a
love
good-
Ross.
Ross and Marshall
Oh,
is a
Ross-
great
These
place.
are
No.
from Ross.
I'm a tag switcher.
Really?
I'm huge. Yeah, I switch. I'll go to the fucking grocery store and I get
guys
the
have
manager
follows out
special
here?
stickers and I put it on new shit.
Paul's Paradise.
Yeah, we have a
Fuck,
follow spread.
No, I don't.
Yeah, that
I'm a
vacuums you
side.
remember.
I would put shit in my ass if I could sneak it out the store. There was a fucking Walmart that didn't have a scale on their thing, so I would just like boom, boom, throw, boom, boom, throw, and it's like I don't even. And it's funny. I don't think like oh it's corporate, so no, it's stealing.
Yeah. I used to steal all the time.
I'm good with it.
In high school.
Yeah, I'm totally good with it. I got a $110 sweater from fucking Macy's or whatever outlet at the Grove for $9.99.
My buddies and I in high school we used to go shoplifting all the time, and we kind of had like a
Were your
competition to see.
buddies chicks?
No, just dudes. We were just like, let's see what we can get, right? And it became a competition. And in a Macy's, I stole a Ralph Lauren. Again, sorry, mom. 'cause
Yeah,
one time I
right.
saw her wearing it, I'm like, I can't believe she's wearing my stolen sweater. But it was this Ralph Lauren wool, sort of. It was green and it had like this plaid on the front, right? And it was $200. And this is in the 80s too.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the lead score. And then all of a sudden, my buddy showed up, and he had the same exact sweater, but it was cashmere. And I'm like, "Where the fuck did you get that?" And he goes, "Fucking 5-figure discount, $600." So he won.
That's
And then me and my buddies got busted
This
for
is
it.
how
So.
stupid people are.
So
My
you,
friend works at Guitar Center. That's it. No, I'm
That's
just
it?
kidding.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid. Why would you work at Guitar Center?
My friend works at Guitar Center, right, and like had a huge bust the other day. These guys, and I mean, not that this matters because I can totally easily see some dumb trust fund white kid doing this, but a few Mexican guys came in with a $2,000. The only reason that's a pertinent fact is because something with like the Spanish and like they didn't think that like one of the managers of the Guitar Center could speak Spanish, so like they knew someone was weird, whatever. But they come in with a $2,000 electric guitar in an acoustic case, talking about how they're trying to sell this guitar to the Guitar Center. Turns out they had gotten a call earlier, the store, from another Guitar Center reporting the theft of a $2,000 electric guitar.
So not real
These guys
smart.
went to another fucking same store, different location to sell the guitar. they
Go
had
to
stolen
Sam
the night
Ash,
before.
dummy.
Right?
So
Yeah.
Across the street.
They took what the management did. What my friend did was he took the guitar and like, we're gonna take this out back. We're gonna look it up for you and try to get like a good price tag on it and stuff. So the guys are like waiting there and they're obviously getting all antsy. And like one of the dudes who was speaking Spanish was apparently on the security footage from the other store and they sent it over. So like, yeah, no, he walked away probably because he knew
Yeah.
that he was being
Yeah,
looked
about to
at
be
'cause he was-
busted.
yeah. And then like they're all like, oh, can we just get the guitar? Actually, like this guy we were trying to sell it to earlier hit us back, and he wants to buy it, so we need to go. And they're all like holding the guitar, like, oh no, we can't give it back to you yet. We're almost done, like you know, whatever. And they got totally busted. How dumb is that?
That's stupid. We used to go with slip-on vans and just get necklaces from Broadway and shit at the Northridge Mall before the earthquake and shit. Like it was going
Slip-on
the 80s. Yeah,
Vans?
this is when Vans
Oh
first
my
had the slip-ons. And what you do is because it was
Best
only
shoe
old
in the
ladies
world.
working there. And like a lot of old Jewish ladies, you know, working there at the time, so they're like 107 years old, and you would just look at, and they would let you see 3 or 4 necklaces back then. So you would be like boom, boom, looking at them, right to the van, give them back 3. They don't remember. And you just walk out, and you walk out with $300-$400 necklaces, the gold ropes, and then we just go sell them.
Well, you guys know, you know the scam with the $100 bill, right? When you go to the register and you're like, I want to break 100.
Yep.
And then you return, you know, you break it down to like 20s. Like, no, I want 20s and 10s. And basically, they'll walk out with like $115, $150. Like I go through that all the time at the deli.
Isn't that crazy? And you're just like, get out.
Mainly Armenians too. Armenians will pull that off.
That's weird.
Oh, no, the Armenian money game is a thing.
Crazy ever.
Like, yeah, like I ran a cafe in Hollywood for 2 years. Like, the Armenian money thing is a game where it's like, they want to, hey, bro, can you break 100? Yeah, I have, hold on. And then I do my little asshole thing where I'm like,
Yeah.
and I check all like 7 security points. And I'm like, they're like, wow, I didn't even know that one exists. Shit, I hope this one's real. Because that's how it is. And then they give back the thing. And, hey, could I get 10? So you just don't let that shit.
Breaking it down to the point that you actually
Yeah, but then you tell them to get the fuck out, man.
Johnny
Oh, yeah.
refers to the genocide as the necessity.
I mean,
Because the most Armenians.
That's
in Los
horrible.
Angeles
I
are
don't
bankers
agree.
Or bank tellers.
Yeah, man, they all work. They
no,
all work in the
it's
bank.
just East Hollywood.
Why though? You know why? You know what? One of the bigger scams was for a while was the checks. What they would do is they'd electronically put money in an account which wasn't there. The teller who was in on it, generally a lot of Armenians were doing it. The teller would run the check. It would show the money. You're talking about 25 grand, stuff like that. Cash the check. Within an hour, the check's no good. And they walk off with 25 grand. The check belongs to nobody. It's not even a real person. It's just an electronic account. And they were doing this all over. And they were getting away with millions. But the clinics, like the Filipinos were huge on the clinics. We used to do shit with this one guy, what was his name? Jin. Little short, fat Filipino dude. And we used to do this thing, we were always at the bar with him, and we used to do credit card scams with him. And so then he got us into insurance scams. And I was like, maybe 17 at the time, 18. I think I was 18 at the time. And he'd get us into insurance scams where there'd be a car accident.
Yeah.
That never happened with people in both cars
Mm.
that were never there. And we would just go to the clinics for a month, and we'd walk away with 3 or 4 grand each, and they'd probably walk away with 7 each from us. And it was just this whole scam. But like, I mean, people don't get it. Like, I was on my own. I'm living out on the streets on my own. I got,
You made
no
3
family.
grand. I don't know why you're in the street.
Well, I wasn't on the streets at that point. I was doing all right. Yeah, I was in a pretty nice fucking Mustang at that
You know,
point.
you guys
Yeah.
were talking earlier about like drug deal, like these like illegitimate businesses and things like drug dealing, like how long you can go without getting caught as a drug dealer. Dude, I know people, because I'm sober, so like I know people that got sober and like kept drug dealing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they were drug dealing long enough without getting caught to get sober and then continue doing
Oh
it.
yeah, because it's easy money. I mean, I was
That's-
like so low level, like where I just had a few people. But I quit doing coke so many years ago, and the only reason I quit selling it is my ex-wife, before we got married, found out,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Nah, fuck that. I'm not marrying you if you're doing that." And so I stopped. But I would just sell 8 balls, but it was to a few people. But at the time, I grew up in Pacoima, so I would get an 8 ball for $60, cut that motherfucker up to an 8.5, and fucking sell them at $250, $300 an 8 ball to people over in the valley in like Northridge, shit like that. You're making so much money, that and steroids.
Steroids. Huh?
Steroids was a
What's your
huge
name
80s
again?
business.
Johnston.
Oh, Bronson Jones?
Yep,
Yeah.
the one and only.
The one and only Bronson Jones.
You've heard of the
Hamburger
Venice Underground,
Podcast,
right?
yeah.
No,
Yeah, he
I
does
was-
that.
Yeah, I'm booked there next month, but Matt Cleveland
Yeah.
said he might have a spot for me tonight, and then he
There's no spots
mentioned
tonight.
your name in the
Tonight.
message.
Tonight
That's
we're-
what
we-
happens here on the
Yeah,
burger
like
show.
Bronson Jones blah blah blah. And I was like, I'm gonna text him back and be like, I'm doing a podcast. With
Were
him.
you the first person to do the actual venue?
Yeah, Matt and I started it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but didn't you actually even before that, or did you guys actually start it?
No,
at
we
the
started
same
it together.
time?
It was
Okay.
Basically, what it was, is the venue was, they remodeled it when the new guy bought it, and
Uh-huh.
it messed up their liquor licenses because the state was like, well, we can't find it. There's no liquor license for the basement. And they're like, he's like, what are you talking about? The thing's been down there since Prohibition. It's
Yeah.
just been down
Kind
there.
of grandfathered.
It's, and it became this thing where it was all remodeled and beautiful, but he couldn't open it for like a year or something. And then one day he was like digging through old papers, like little paperwork, and he found an old liquor license that said upstairs bar. So he went in and was like, if this says upstairs bar, there has to be a downstairs bar, right?
Yes.
And then it became the thing. I don't know if this is like legend or lore or whatever, but it was that thing where they're like, call Sally, call the old lady, and the old lady comes out and like, can you find this paperwork? And like the old lady's like going through
Yeah.
papers because she's the only person who knows where actual papers are filed.
Right,
And then
yeah.
they found all the stuff, and then it reopened. So we started it. There was a burlesque show already going, and then we put our comedy in front of burlesque.
That's it's such a good room. I'm really excited.
Oh, it's
to do it.
amazing.
On the 16th,
Yeah.
so I'll see you there. I think in December.
Oh, it's an amazing. Yeah, it's an amazing venue. I love the whole
Townhouse.
setup, just of the Prohibition look to it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it totally looks like a speakeasy.
Yeah,
I mean, it was.
The history of the bar too. It's like like all of jazz era people played down there, but like all these bands like Social Distortion, Chili
yeah.
Peppers.
Social Distortion, nice.
Oh, everybody was. It's like one of the most famous places
The
in
Doors
Venice.
used to play there, which is
Yeah.
always the
Oh,
last
that's
one.
so
Yeah, it's like the
But-
literally it's got so much history in Venice, and it really, you guys and Jay Davis are really the only two people who have a show that every
I've
week
heard that
is
name, Jay
packed.
Davis.
Oh,
before.
yeah,
I've
man.
seen him get
Yeah.
tagged a lot on
Packed, but
Facebook
as
by Roger
comics
Rowan.
that want to be
Yeah.
on it,
Yeah.
it
Roger Rowan
has
tags him all the
a
time.
following.
Great shows.
Yeah,
Well,
and I hate like 80% of the people you book. I mean, but, no, Jay too. But they hate me equally. I mean, let me not say it's like that way. But the shows are great and they're funny comics. But yeah.
I do this all the time. Is I give Jay Davis credit. I modeled the way that we do Venice Underground after watching what he did, which is this: I will get a venue, I will get a crowd, I will bring in the best comics.
Yeah.
The crowd will come back because of the comics. The comics come back because of
Right.
the crowd. We've never done bringers. If people hit me up and they're like, "Hey man, I got a lot of friends in Venice. I can get 20 people in there." I always
You're like,
respond-
I can get 200.
I respond, "Where are you gonna fucking put them? We're full."
Yeah.
Because we are.
Yeah.
We're full
Right.
every single night.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time I've
It's
ever
like,
done
it's
it,
like
it's
the
been
parlor
packed.
on a Monday night, man. There's no place to like.
Yeah, and the parlor's fun. Yeah, the parlor's such a fun show.
Jay's doing that, but he's doing like 2 other rooms.
Yeah.
all week
Or he's
now.
picked up another show on Vine, and then he's doing.
He was doing Pink Taco for a while.
Pink
Yeah.
Taco. Oh,
The
God.
Dublins.
Yeah, I don't know if HaHa
Oh,
counts.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't think
HaHa.
HaHa counts.
No,
So he's
Ha
got one
doesn't
other
count.
show.
Ha-Ha
Yeah,
is a side job.
The new haha.
none of them. Yeah.
But Dublin's is that's sort of the epicenter of the best independent stand-up comedy. show.
Originally, yeah,
back
yeah,
on
and
Tuesday
that was
nights.
Jay Davis with Dane Cook, not with.
Sorry
yeah.
for being super unprofessional and not knowing who our guest was on the show.
Ah,
But
the
I'll
one
see you
thing
next
we
month.
never
I love-
do
I
is
love that you're getting text from
professionalism.
Matt. I'm like, no, you can't have it wherever Bugs doesn't know. I already have a guest that coming he doesn't know
No,
about.
that's pretty much what he said. But yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, you'll dig it. It's a fun show.
That's fun.
The people that work there are really cool too.
That's what I've heard.
Absolutely,
I
yeah.
love it.
Yeah, it's literally like probably one of the little coolest hubs in Venice. In that sense, I'm not a big fan of Venice to begin with.
Every Wednesday night, Townhouse at the
Yeah, it
right
is
on
a
Windward
great show,
Avenue, which
yeah.
is where the Venice sign hangs. If you find the Venice sign, you can find Townhouse.
Oh yeah, it's so much.
Right
It's
there.
so cool and
I wanted
looking.
to promo mode.
I have to check it out.
What was I gonna tell you? We had one more topic. What the fuck was it?
Oh, you
The
wanna-
kids, Toxic Kids or something like that?
Toxic kids.
Oh, that's a side thing, but that's a crazy thing. Is there's a camp up in Woodland Hills that's completely toxic, where like waste,
Yep.
and people are getting sick, and they haven't shut down the camp, and people are still letting their kids go. And it's just what it is, though, is it's the insanity of this nation. What I was explaining to someone the other day is a lot of us don't understand we're shelved. See, us as comics, entertainers, and stuff, we're restrained by the industry itself. If you don't have the connections, you're not kept from succeeding. We can all succeed. Dane Cook is a perfect example. Went out there, got 1 million friends, fucking succeeded. Boom.
Yeah.
So it's not our corner industry isn't, but most people don't understand. The majority of us are being shelved and just kind of stuck up into places that you're going to be. You're not going to go any higher. We don't realize we have a caste system. It just doesn't apply to everyone, but most people it does, and you're not really going to make it out of your situation. Just simply because the wherewithal and everything else isn't there. And in society, we're okay with a lot of our kids getting substandard educations in substandard facilities all over like cattle.
It's like we're being
Dude,
content.
it's really fucking
Yeah.
sad, man. Like, I was actually talking about this the other day with one of my friends about how they're basically doing what they did during desegregation, and they're busing, these poor black kids. I mean, there's not any like poor white kids that they're moving out and they're busing to a different school system. It's just all predominantly
I
poor
was
black
bused.
kids from the inner city.
That was bust.
You were bused.
Yeah, from
I
poor
get it.
area
My,
to a
no,
poor,
my,
yeah.
my friend Dave was like a fucking Alabama civil rights guy. All of his friends were black, so he was like, he was like in a poor area too, and he was amongst the only like white dudes. But so similar situation. But like, yeah, like they're busing these kids from the inner city to a more affluent school system instead of just fixing their fucking school.
Are they still doing busing?
Yeah.
now? Weird.
It's like a
That's
new
like-
thing, and they're painting it as this like new idea, but it's exactly what they did in like the '60s.
They
and
used
shit.
to in Vegas, like
Well,
before I
well,
even
one of the things
literally
that
grew
one
up,
of the
but-
things that they changed was making schools to where they have to allow kids from other areas to be able to attend. The problem is that it shouldn't be that way. It should just be that the schools
They should just
are
fix
equal.
the schools that are
Yeah.
fucked up.
Well, I think the altruistic purpose of it was, look, we all know that nobody's going to fix a poor neighborhood school, so let's allow the
No one wants
poor.
to go there. That's
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
bring the poor
Yeah.
kids into the rich neighborhood school because that school is going to be nice regardless
And take
because
some of
the
the
rich
rich
people are
Well-
there.
It's just like in
poor
Nevada.
neighborhood.
The idea was supposed to
Some
be
of
rich
the-
kids going the other way, and they just went to private school.
But they
Fuck
get
that.
but they get
Yeah.
the
Some of
same
the
money.
magnet schools
The
in
problem
Vegas
is
are
they
the
get
ghetto
the same
schools.
money
Well, they get the same money,
Yeah.
but the PTA organizations and all that other stuff
that raise the
that,
money.
Well,
that
Here-
raises extra money
Yes.
for the school. Here's an extra computer. Here's all the stuff that a poor neighborhood
Yes.
can't do because they don't have that kind of money.
Yeah.
In San Diego, because where I grew up, they actually tore down the ghetto schools. They tore them down, took them out, and just shipped the kids to the more proper schools,
Mhm.
I guess. And it changed dynamics of the kids because those kids were not mishing together. And so, I mean, this is what I remember from the '90s when I was growing up. These kids were not mishing. Like it was kids from a ghetto neighborhood.
Mishing.
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 Is that a word? I don't
You
know.
mean mesh?
I don't know.
Meshing.
Meshing.
We should do that.
And whatever.
Yeah.
It's suburbia to the ghetto of San Diego, which there is a fine line for that. It really is. And they weren't bad. There's fights going all the time, and so they think it's great. Everyone, the parents and the whatever, but it's not a good thing. I don't think it's a good
No,
thing.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the whole busing thing. But I was doing it back in the '70s because at my school they were protesting the busing. So like, my dad walked me and my sister to school in elementary school. Would walk us through the picket lines. My dad was 6'2", 350.
Picket lines?
Oh yeah. Oh, they were ridiculous. Like they were violent. Like they
6'2",
were, yeah.
350. What is that from?
The what?
That's burger. That's
she
just,
was 6'2", 350. So
No,
we're
you're
talking
thinking
about
of
someone's
you're thinking
mother?
of no. You're thinking of the roller derby queen, and it's Jim Croce. So roller derby
Croce,
queen.
There's some movie where someone's talking about someone's mother and
Oh,
she was
okay.
6'2", 350.
See, that's how old I am. I thought it was a Croce.
that's my
reference.
stepmom.
Right.
The fact that you
Yeah.
have a Croce reference makes you old.
Oh yeah. Well, we're the same age. Yeah. Yeah. I
Dude,
love.
my
Yeah.
friend, one of the best intuitive guidances I think I've ever heard of. My friend had like an actual physical ticket to like the what's the like what's the festival out here?
Coachella.
Coachella.
Sorry, from the East Coast. We go to like Bonnaroo and all good and shit.
The good stuff.
Um,
yeah, this is
but
more
like
corporate out here.
she had like a thing to go to Coachella, and it was one Jim Croce was supposed to play at, like right before he died.
Oh.
And she just had a feeling. She was like, "Man, I have a play this weekend. I gotta rehearse. I'm gonna like fucking not. I'm gonna sell this $300 or $400 ticket and not go because I just know I won't make it back like in the right." And yeah, he like was in the hospital and never made it, never played, and then he died.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she killed Croce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
That's
killed
wicked.
Croce.
That was the only reason she was going was to see him, and she just had a feeling.
Yeah,
that
he
it
was
wasn't
cool, man.
gonna
Croce
be
He had a
was
great
bad,
restaurant,
bad
too.
Leroy Brown.
Croce's,
He had a restaurant?
yeah.
In San Diego.
San Diego at the yeah.
And
Ah.
dude, I got a Croce book. My dad is a total hippie.
I like
you know, my
Croce,
middle
yeah.
name is named after Gil Scott Heron. Scott is my
Okay.
middle name. So my dad grew up in Watts. So it's like he's
The world according to
The
Ryan
revolution
Scott
will be
Talbot.
podcasted.
yeah. That's like I was like, all right, Dad, you're
So
pretty
wait,
cool with
Dad,
that.
in Vegas, Well, you got bus too. They had busing systems there. When you were
This
growing
is
up?
before I got to high school, but what they did, all the ghetto schools are the magnet.
Okay, I'm just
programs
gonna end
high
this
schools.
both of you. There's no ghettos.
I'll say the areas
Ghettos
where
were-
you
Hood.
the bad areas
My
Hood.
grandparents
are all
lived
magnet
there.
schools. So all the high schools in Vegas that are magnet schools, the high schools, were in bad areas.
What is it? What exactly is a magnet school? There's a magnet school near my
They have
house.
special programs there. Like, say, if you wanted to be a
It's
pilot,
different.
they'd have
It's
school-
more specified
They'd
to
have classes
your
for people who
ultimate
want to
goal.
be pilots.
Yeah, they
where
have
you
like,
can learn to go
Yeah.
fly.
Normally,
They've
like,
ended
magnet
most
schools have,
magnet
like,
programs.
IT programs, like
Yeah.
tech, like for
Yeah.
engineering.
Nerds.
It's the extension
Las
of
Vegas
Gate.
Academy.
Like
Nerds.
The Las Vegas Academy.
middle school.
You ever seen the
And then
show? Was it
high school
Criminal
stuff,
Minds?
you
Matthew
have,
Ray Gubler went there.
Okay.
Las
But,
Vegas Academy.
okay, what time are we? Because we
We're
got
at 7:02.
Okay,
Okay,
we got
nerds.
Guys,
Oh, yeah,
hey,
we
this
got
has been
shows.
fun. It really has. People keep trying to break in. It's
This
Motherfucker.
podcast gets
Yeah.
shorter every
No,
just tonight
just for
because we got to
tonight.
do
Only when
karma.
you come late.
Yeah. Yeah, tonight we got to. Normally we go about an hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes.
Does anyone
But
want to give me a
we gotta-
ride somewhere? That's why I was late, 'cause my car is still.
oh, where do you need to go?
NoHo.
We're going to Beverly
Oh.
Boulevard.
Sorry, I'm going to Venice.
No,
Yeah.
I know.
He's got a
How you
show.
get that? He's like,
Well,
Venice.
if Matt got back to
Yeah.
me and was gonna be like, yeah, I got a spot, I was like, oh, perfect, because he's here. I'll just go.
She was like, I could blow Bronson on the way, but no, you've got.
Oh, lesbian.
Hey, so
Dude,
okay.
I give
Let's-
for a lesbian. I give.
No,
great head.
lesbians
I've
give the
literally been
best head.
stopping
Lesbians
there.
give the best
It's
head.
great.
I've had a few girlfriends who are strict, like straight lesbians, and absolutely,
oral
we
sex.
never even did intercourse because they wouldn't. But we would go down each other on fucking. We'll talk about that next
Okay.
week. Listen, actually, we're gonna be in.
extend the
Yeah,
podcast for this. Go
yeah,
ahead.
I know. We're gonna
Yeah,
be.
it's
In,
like
we're gonna be in
Lesbian
Vegas Wednesday,
Wednesday through
and Friday and Saturday. I'm sorry,
Saturday,
doing
yeah.
shows so far, and I believe we have a Thursday show. And
Where? Where in Vegas?
Jack Slammy. Jack Slammy's
Slammy.
cool. You ever done
Slammy
Slammy?
shows.
I've told you about Slammy.
No, but I need
Yeah.
to. 'cause
Hook me
I'm
up,
doing a
Dave.
whole-
I wanna go.
Yeah, just hit him up.
The East Coast,
Yeah.
I need to do a Thursday on my first.
Hit him up.
I'm
Tell him.
going
Yeah,
back.
just tell him I referred you. He's great. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He's great. Okay, so quickly, what do we got going on?
Dude, tonight, Karma Lounge.
Yes.
Literally an hour
Yeah.
from now.
Anna Wong, great. I love Anna.
Wong,
I love
she's
Anna Wong.
awesome on
Nick,
Beverly. I'll be at the
phenomenal.
Rivalry Bar with you tomorrow.
Yes.
And
Oh yeah. We got Rivals.
I got my shenanigans at the zoo, and then in Vegas for 4 days with you.
Fuck yeah.
Look
Moving
at
on.
that, Dr. Seuss.
And me.
Nice.
What you got going on?
November 20th to the 22nd, I will be at the Brea Improv with Bobby Lee. There's going to be 2 shows Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 Sunday, so come out, get tickets.
Hell yeah.
See us. 23rd, I'll be at the Parlor, Jay Davis show.
Jay Davis.
That's a Monday, and the 24th, I will be at the Comedy Store in the Belly Room on the Real Women of
Hell
Comedy.
yeah. Speaking of Jay Davis, we have the pale date Jay Davis.
That's
John
right.
Stewart.
Over here. No, I've
Literally,
got.
like, if Jay Davis stayed out of the sun forever and got glasses.
God damn it! I'm
But
trying to do my promo.
Go, dude.
November
Go, go, go.
21st. I've got OK Depression 4 returns for the Amazon, and we're doing a show. It's a fundraiser with clowns and puppets
Love it.
and psychedelic
Oh,
rock
yeah.
music
You get the
and
open mic,
90s
too.
dance music, and then the Sunday Show Live $25 cash prize open mic. Look it up on YouTube and sundayshow.org.
Day?
I got Karma Lounge with you guys tonight.
Fuck yeah. Moving on, Bronson. What do you got going?
Every Wednesday night, Venice Underground Comedy at the Townhouse, 52 Windward Avenue.
Yeah, if you want to know where I am, just follow Talmo. Guys, this has been Hamburger Podcast. Keep in mind, lesbians give really good head.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Night.